that type of shit.
Welcome back to the Psycho Dad Society channel. Glad to see you guys, man. Working with my lighting, upgraded my stand, got me a new little microphone, so I think it's coming out a little better. I had a little back tone. The first video I shot. Either way, I don't mind reshooting it, man, because I like it to come out as a good product. So real briefly though, thank you, and I appreciate all the feedback I'm getting in regards to the interviews that I've been asked for you guys to answer, and I'm getting some amazing answers. Thank you for participating. Thank you for the information. Thank you for offering more solutions that really work. And I appreciate the gentleman, Steve Webb, who's going to provide his insight on how he started his own little side business being a handyman. And I know this guy personally, so when he said he started being a handyman, I was like, man, I wish I could be there so I could work for him. But when he told me he did that, and I knew he was going to be busy because he's good at the job. But when you do that, something has to give. It's going to be time or money. When you start your own business, it's one of the two. Sometimes it's both. He was fortunate enough to have good clientele, so it was time. But when you do that, you take time away from your family. Probably one of the reasons you actually retired for was to spend more time with your family. And that's the same thing that Mike Hernandez was getting at the first time, Volume 1, and me being out of the Army. I'm just touching on a few points here, nothing really discussing right now in regards to the interview. Just going to bring up a few more points. I was fortunate enough to go, I have a task right now, and we're going to hire another GS-15 there at USANCA, United States Army Nuclear and Countering Weapons of Mass Destruction Agency. Hire a new GS-15. For those of you that don't know, that's a government schedule. 15, they get paid for anywhere from about 120, 130 to almost about 160, depending on what step they come in on, okay? That step is almost like a negotiation part for them guys. And I can give you a few tips already. When you go through the resume part, there are certain things that it should yell out at you. One should be already your security clearance, okay? 2 should be the schools you have. 3 should be already, you should tailor your resume for the job that you're applying for. Okay, even though you don't have a CWMD or nuclear experience, do you have any kind of experience in policy or strategy? And if the answer is yes, relate your past experiences to that. Loan what you have to that. So I'm going to break it down real quick. Let's just say you want to apply to be an FBI agent. Okay, just follow me on this, okay? But you've only worked at Walmart, okay? How can you relate that? I worked at Walmart, went there every day. Okay, now think about what you do at Walmart. You can talk about how no one stole anything from your section. You could talk about how they trusted you working late at night, when no one else was there. You could talk about how they let you close. You could talk about how, you're in charge of so much money within that department no one stole from you. Or you came up with intolerance, whatever the case may be. There's an acceptable loss everywhere, and you never broke it. Working with the FBI means they can trust you. So what did you do at Walmart, right? Just stay with me here. Is going to affect that job. Tailor your resume for that specialty job. So for example, there's a generic version of a resume that you could pass out to like banks. And that's when you're just dropping resumes off like candy at banks, okay? Let's just say that. Okay, I know I'm going to do admin stuff. I can be a bank teller, I can be a secretary. Those kind of coincide because you do admin stuff and you're trusted with money, okay? You can write how well you're good at Excel. You can write how well you're good at money and people trust you from previous employers. You can make one that covers everything on that. So you make a bunch of those, okay? But when you apply for a specific job, you've got to tailor all your past experiences and how it's going to benefit that company if they hire you. So again, when you're in the interview and they ask you, tell us a little bit about yourself, they already know you got 2 dogs. They already know that, you probably got, 3 or 4 kids already. You might want to tell them, although reinforce what you can do for them. briefly. Hey man, my hobbies include this. And I was in the Army for a little bit, but this is what it's helped me develop my character into this. Okay. And so many kids, when I say kids, I'm talking about because they're younger than me, they shortchange themselves in the military. Warrant officers are the worst. Oh, I know how to do targeting. Excuse me? You know how to do more than targeting, man. You could probably make any company out there run more efficiently because you know how to target, because you know how to isolate a problem. You know how to make a problem statement. You know how to get the boss's guidance. Okay? A lot of people can't even do that. And you could probably save them money somewhere along the line. Okay? Everyone wants to save money. You shortchange yourself on what you can actually do from joining the Army, just like kids, man. All I know how to do is sweep and pick up rocks and cut grass. You can do so much more than that. You already know how an area should look. You know you need to be there on time. You know your uniform needs to be clean. You know what to expect out of people. You could probably be a manager more likely. It's things of that nature that kids need to see the light on this. They keep shortchanging themselves where they could be making more money for themselves, or taking care of their family or better, or even getting better benefits for themselves. Now that we're talking about benefits, I want to bring up a point that Mike brought up, as well as Ms. Breyerbach, who I'll be reading off her interview that I gave her a few days ago. She came up with a very good point. Now, I want you to keep this in mind for those that retire and maybe you have your own private insurance. If you're going to a job that has that as a benefit, right? But you're happy with the insurance you have. Can you? Of course you can. Anything's negotiable. Sir, ma'am, company, Amazon, whoever, I don't need your insurance. I have my own. So that being said, I want to get paid more. Of course, you got to be a little more tact and say, hey, I have my own insurance. That being said, can I get paid a few more, $5,000 more, $10,000 more? Why don't you go price private insurance and be like, I'm saving you money by not taking your insurance. So I need to have that in my paycheck. And face it, you're a person that goes to the doctor a lot. You just are. We are. We're expensive, but we're worth it, okay? It's not my worth. I'm drinking my sparkling water here. Remember Dave Chappelle's player hater. I thank everybody for hating on me so much. But I'm gonna keep messing with the lighting, man. I think the mic came out really good because I see the back feed and I hardly have any noise on it, so that's pretty awesome. I turned off the speakers. I minimized most of the noise in here, so I hope it comes out good, man. But I want to keep you guys in tune, and I want us to seriously, and I want anyone that isn't somehow involved with me, think about your no-fail network, man. You should always have a no-fail network. Okay? You come on hard times, who's going to be there to help you out? Who can help you get a job? Okay, I'm not talking about just any job. Who can help you get a job that's going to produce something for you where you can fit in and you're part of a team to where you can produce as well. Not just, hey man, I need something for now. No, you need to figure something out that's going to help you make it further along the way until maybe you could find something better. Okay, and I understand that. Everyone understands that. I've also heard that once you get out, it's okay to just jump from job to job for a little bit because you're trying to find your niche. Yeah, you're trying to find your pocket too. Okay, that's another thing. But I'm going to say that for Ms. Breyerbach because she's the brain at this. Okay, she thought about everything, man. She thought about some things I didn't even think of. A lot of us didn't think of, okay? So I'm going to say that for later, but I'll start another one tomorrow. And this is from 3 of my mentors, so it'll be a good one. Hey, man, I love you guys. I enjoy making these. I enjoy editing, so hopefully they'll come out better and better. I love y'all, man. Adios, my friend.